This is the new shoe from Evolv called the Zenist. One word for these, fun. So anyone who knows me knows that I love a stiff shoe, and I'm always on the lookout for the stiffest shoe I can get, being a big heavy guy with big feet. That's what I like. So when I got asked to test the Evolv Zenith, about the softest shoe I've ever seen, I was thinking, what do you think? One word for these, fun. So the Zenith has obviously been designed with sort of indoor climbing and comp climbing in mind, sort of big volumes, smearing, pasting, all that sort of thing. And what that means when you use them outside, especially on sort of slabby grit, is you can have so much fun with them. You can squish your feet into things, going through steep roofs and on slabs, you just get so much sensitivity. Now don't get me wrong, these are not going to be my vertical sport climbing shoe of choice. They're much too soft for that. But a day like today, out on the gritstone bouldering edges, it just feels brilliant because you can paste your feet and smear them really well. Toe hooks, heel hooks. You just get a lot of friction against the rock. Every part of this shoe feels soft. Even the rubber on the toe here for toe hooking is nice and pliable, so even though it's a tight fitting bouldering shoe, it's actually pretty comfortable as well. And it actually really fits me well because it's quite broad at the forefoot, which suits me quite well. One thing I have noticed is I do actually drop properly into the heel. So often I find with these type of tight shoes with this band here, is I get a bit of dead space at the bottom and I properly drop into these, which means I can really pull on that heel confidently and know it's going to stay. It's a fully synthetic upper. Now a lot of people think that means it won't stretch at all. It means it'll stretch a little bit, but not as much as a full leather shoe. Also that means it's a vegan shoe. Now even though this is, like I say, a super soft shoe, I do find I can still edge on it. Yeah, admittedly not sort of vertical limestone walls, but on a grit edge, if you get one in the mix of this boulder problem you're trying, you really still will be able to do it. And the rubber is really sticky. I've not used the Evolv much before, but the track stuff seems to really be tacky and you get real sort of confidence with it. It's definitely going to stay when you trust your foot. They're using the sort of standard these days closure system of nearly like a slipper, so like a sock fit, but unlike some of them, I do find I can actually get in there quite easily because a lot of the time this is too tight, like a real struggle to get in. And then one Velcro closure over the top just pulls you back into the heel nicely. So high level of performance with quick and easy to get on, and nice comfort as well. So like I always say with footwear reviews, don't treat this as gospel. Obviously you've got to try it on yourself. Something I might like might not fit you at all. But what I have realised is I've been quite shocked with them. They are really, really fun to climb with. You will just enjoy climbing in these, especially if you're out bouldering, which is mainly what they're aimed for. Another shoe we've currently got outside is the Evolv Nighthawk and Skyhawk. These are men's and women's models of really comfy all-day trad shoes, designed for multi-pitch climbing and sort of all days out on the grit as well. Now because travelling's not really permitted at the moment and we haven't really got much multi-pitch in the Peak District, we decided to send a pair of these to our good friend Jez Brown in North Wales. Now he's been reviewing those and got an amazing video climbing Dream of White Horses.
It's billed as a dead comfy shoe. That's exactly what it's been. It's on the stiff side, which is often the way. It's nice thick rubber with these kind of comfy shoes. So there's loads of support. So when you put it on an edge, it just stays on the edge. The thing that's impressed me about them is not that and the comfort, because I kind of just assumed that they would be that way anyway, but it's the stickiness of them. They're not properly worn in yet and now they're covered in sand and rubbish as well. But actually pasting them on some of the drier holds, that is, but pasting them on some of those holds, you can just feel it's quite tacky rubber actually, so I'm really impressed with that. I'd certainly climb a bit harder in them, harder routes, definitely I'd try them. I'd say comfy, probably on the sort of wider side.
Now these are going to be replaced soon by a new model from Evolv as well called the Defy, but right now they're only £55, the Nighthawk and Skyhawk, so it'd be worth checking those out. And if you want to see Jez's full-length video, go to his YouTube channel because he's got so many inspirational videos as well, all about how to learn rope work and things like that, not just product reviews.